Here I have two pieces of wood I picked up at an estate sale. One's some type of hardwood, maybe walnut or cherry or maybe even mahogany, I'm not quite sure. The other one appears to be poplar. We're going to cut them up on a table saw in a little bit and make some cribbage boards out of them. Well, I went inside and got some graph paper, laid out tournament style cribbage boards, 3 5/8 wide, 20 1/4 long. There'll be 60 holes up, 61 holes down. Went and got a 9/16 drill and drilled a hole dead center in both the boards. Took it back outside to the table saw, cut it all out. Got the jigsaw, rounded off all 6 corners. And move on to the next step. Okay, just to show you how I marked the holes, took the graph paper and held it down with rubber bands. Then I used painter's tape to really hold it in place. And on the softwood, I just used an awl. But on the hardwood, I took a nail and sharpened the point. I just took a hammer, and after I'm done here, I'll move on to the next step. I try to make things with the tools that I have. The table saw I used to cut these boards I borrowed. I tried using a circular saw, but you just can't get a straight, clean cut with them, especially the old one that I have. I don't have the tools to make this storage compartment that you see on most boards, and I didn't want to put them in a bag to carry around. So I came up with an alternate way to store the pegs. I got this drill guide to drill holes in the side of the board. Then I'll put a door over the holes when I'm finished. I'll be back after I clean up the corners with a file and take a router to all the edges. Well, I'm back. I took these magnets and drilled a small little hole to mount them in. Then I used these file folders, and inside these file folders are small little rods. So I cut them up and made little doors for them. I'll just take a small little brad and hold them in place. Now all I got to do is open up the door and drop the pegs down into the holes. And then I close the door. Let me show you some of the other things I put on the board. I took this old deadbolt, and you could take it apart, and inside these deadbolts there's these little brass pins. So I installed them in the skunk line on the boards. But if you don't have those, you can just use bamboo skewers. You can get them anywhere, basically. On the game holes, I took a .30 caliber carbine shell casing and I took a file to it. And I put it in the drill, and I drilled little holes. Then I put other casings, and I took a pipe cutter, and I cut rings out of the shells, and I just hammered them into the hole around the game hole. I also drilled holes in the legs, and then installed dowel sticks. So this way I can hang them on the wall.